The Tera raid system in Pokemon Violet and Scarlet is flawed. If you want levels on your Pokemon, guess what? Play Tera raids. If you want Herb and Mystica,
yo, first encounter Mesprit. Oh my god! No fucking way! Oh my god!
play Tera raids. If you want to change your Pokemon's Tera type, play Tera raids. Hell, if you want to survive in the game, you have to play Tera raids. That's it. You have to play them. There's no other option. Like, you have to play Tera raids, okay? This is Hatterene. Hatterene has a total of 2 abilities. One ability is anticipation. If you catch a Hatterene in the wild, it will have anticipation. Hang on. I am editing the video and I've realized Hatterene has 3 abilities, not 2. One of which being a healer. So, yes. Okay. Anyway, back to the video. Its other ability is its hidden ability, Magic Bounce, okay? And as of this video, there's only 2 ways of getting hidden abilities because Pokemon Home is not out. The first way is by finding the Pokemon that you want the hidden ability of in a Tera raid. And you might say to yourself, that's fine, I'll just do that then. And yeah, you can. But wait, you should know something first. Let's say you want to catch a Hatterene with Magic Bounce, okay? You would look at the map, find the 6-star raid, go to that location, check the raid to see if it's the Pokemon that you want, and if it's not, the game says to you, unlucky. You have to wait until tomorrow. Unless you come onto your settings, you turn off synchronize, blah, 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 you move the date 1 day forward, you come back onto the game, and all the Tera raids have changed. Right. And now you can go to the new 6-star raid location and check if it's the Pokemon you want. And if it's not, you have to rinse and repeat until it is. Okay, here. Let's say coming down to the settings, putting the clock 1 day forward, coming back onto the game, finding the new 6-star Tera raid location, all takes 1 minute. Do you want to know how many 6-star Tera raids there are in the game? 70! There are 70 6-star Tera raids. 70! Meaning it will take approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes just for you to find the Pokemon that you want. Meaning that it will take approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes of you coming down onto settings, going down to the time, putting the day 1 day forward, pressing the home button, and going back onto their game. For a bit, I was doing this. I was changing the time, going to different 6-star Tera raid locations, and I was starting to lose my mind. It's raining outside. Okay, wait, hang on 1 second. Okay, I've now closed the windows. I was going crazy. So crazy to where I actually pulled up Cerebi.net and looked at all the 6-star Tera raids in the game. And it was then when I found out that there were 70 different 6-star Tera raids in the game that you could obtain by doing this date flickety. And in my prowess, wait, is prowess the correct word to use in this context? I actually don't know. During my venture on Cerebi.net, I realized something that I did not realize prior to checking Cerebi.net. Because how the hell would I realize this without checking Cerebi.net? Hatterene is not available in 6-star raids. Yup. How was I supposed to know? Literally how? How was anyone supposed to know that? Regardless, I just want to say, if you're currently looking for a Pokemon with a hidden ability, okay, and you're checking 6-star Tera raids constantly, hell, maybe you're doing it while watching this video. I don't know what you're doing right now. Take it upon yourself to check Cerebi.net, because the Pokemon that you might be looking for might not even be in the 6-star Tera raid dens. But then you might be saying to yourself, hang on, Defo Aqua, if Hatterene is not available in the 6-star dens, where do you get hidden ability Hatterene? In the 5-star dens. You thought a 1 out of 70 chance of finding the Pokemon that you wanted was low? Try 1 out of 99. Okay, it takes 1 hour and 10 minutes to approximately get the Pokemon that you want out of a 6-star den. Okay, finding the Pokemon that you want out of a 5-star Tera raid takes 1 hour and 39 minutes. So now I actually have to suffer more than I did prior before. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Anyway, after finding this out, my first initial reaction was, I have wasted a lot of time. My second reaction was, wait, I don't have to date skip anymore because look at how many raids are on the map. There's so many. So I was saying to myself, there was a chance that I could do this in record time. I then put my theory into practice and got immediately disappointed. I was going to every Tera raid on the map, hoping that'd be a 5-star Hatterene. Spoilers, It was never a 5-star Hatterene. I got fed up and I turned to Poké Portal. Now this, I basically saw all of the raids that were being hosted. And I said to myself, compared to what I was doing before, this seems so much more better. Unluckily for me, none of the options on the screen. I'm a poet again, and I didn't even, unluckily, none of the Pokemon shown to me were Hatterene. So I waited for the refresh button. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And waited. And waited. And waited. And I think you know where this is going. It took years to refresh. Not literal years, but it felt like years. I feel like I aged. It took so long to refresh to where I thought the game actually glitched. I was actually unironically troubleshooting online how to fix the refresh button because my button does not work. When I was on Google scrolling through results, I looked at my Nintendo Switch and I saw that the refresh button became fully visible. And I was like, oh. And then I said, oh. And then I said, oh. You're telling me that it takes that long to refresh once. Oh. Okay. I pressed it and none of them were Hatterene. I was refreshing this silly page for actual hours until a miracle came and I saw Hatterene. I pressed it, got into the raid, caught it, done. Okay? Said to myself, I'm done. I finally have my hidden ability Hatterene. I can finally resume my life. Do you want to know what Game Freak said? Game Freak said no. Because when I checked my Hatterene's ability, it was anticipation. I refreshed for hours when it should have been minutes. It really should have been minutes, but no, it was hours for me to get this anticipation Hatterene that I could have caught in the wild off some random route. Then I began to do something that I rarely actually do. I used my brain. There are 8 Pokemon that you can choose from in the Tera raid battle search. The only Pokemon that I actually want from this thing is Hatterene. But you know what? We'll be nice. We'll take any of Hatterene's evolution line. We'll take this Pokemon, I don't know its name, or we'll take this Pokemon, I don't know its name. So technically now we have 3 chances of getting what we want. So does that mean when I refresh, I'm gonna have a 3 out of 8 chance of getting what I want? No, not even close. I added all of the raids that had a chance of showing up on the battle searching system that weren't the Hatterene evolution line. The number of raids that this system has a chance to display that don't include the Hatterene evolution line is 451. If we include the Hatterene evolution line, this goes to 454. This means whenever I refresh this page, I have a 0.66% chance of getting what I actually want. 0.66. Do you know how many refreshes this will take on average for me to get the Hatterene evolution line? Approximately 152. Stop, I am editing this again and I have more information to share. So I got the percentage of 0.66 because 1 out of 454 is the equivalent to 0.22. But what I didn't say is to get this Pokemon, you actually have to do it through a 1-star raid. And 1-star raids don't give hidden abilities. It's only 3-star raids and over. Which means we can do 0.66, take away 0.22, giving us 0.44. But there is still more to say. As I said not that long ago in the video, there's 8 Pokemon that you can choose from at a time. I forgot to multiply 0.66 by 8. Now that we have the actual number being 0.44, I'm going to multiply by 8, and this is a 3.52% chance of getting Hatterene or this Pokemon, which means it'll take you around 29 refreshes to get one of these 2 Pokemon. This does not change that I was still refreshing for hours because no one decided to host this raid. Okay, let's get back into the video. And just to remind you, I actually got a Hatterene to show up, and I caught it, and once again, it did not have magic bounce. It had anticipation. So I have to wait for this ridiculous, actually ridiculous refreshing button to finally allow me to refresh. And then on top of that, I have to get lucky with the 0.66% chance of Hatterene or any of the Pokemon in Hatterene's evolution line showing up. Okay, there is another way of obtaining a hidden ability though. The ability patch, which you can only get once you beat a raid. This game is just great. If you do a 6-star raid, the ability patch has a 4.55% chance of dropping. Let's say it takes 5 minutes for you to beat one raid. It's going to take you 1 hour and 50 minutes for the estimated, not even guaranteed, the estimated drop of one ability patch. Tera raids have to be fixed. It doesn't even end here. Let's say you want to change your Pokemon's Tera typing. You really only have one consistent way of getting Tera shards, and that's through raids. I couldn't be bothered to be a 6-star Tera raid, so I pulled up a video made by Austin John Plays, and in this raid he got 6 Tera shards to drop. Once more, if we're saying it takes 5 minutes to do one 6-star raid, it's going to take 40 minutes of you playing the raid non-stop for you to change one Pokemon's Tera typing. If you take this number and you times it by 6, because usually you're going to have 6 Pokemon in your party, it's going to take 4 hours for you to change a whole team. There are sandwiches that can be made to reduce this time by getting more Tera shards to drop, but it will still take hours regardless. That last sentence must sound so weird for someone that knows nothing about this game. Bear in mind, 5 minutes is only like a rough number that I've created. It might take you less than 5 minutes to complete a 6-star Tera raid battle. But also bear in mind, I am not counting in resetting to find raids, loading times, or this monstrosity of a refresh button. Raids have to be fixed. This game demands Pokemon Home. It's actually demanding it. It's gonna be added in spring 2023, but it should have been added now. But yeah, if you want more RANT videos, then make sure to sub, like the video so people actually see this, comment your thoughts, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, I guess.